Hi, Chris Beard. Welcome to day 2 of your motivational, inspirational video series. And today I'm going to talk about hesitation. Now, hesitation is one of the most destructive factors that you can experience doing anything. And hesitation will affect anything. It can come up at any time. Anytime there you have a chance to make a decision, but you doubt it for even 1 second, that's hesitation right there. And hesitation and doubt go hand in hand because you may think like you really want to do something, and then you're like, you think of it and you're like, man, I really want to do that. And then you think about it a little longer and you think about it and you think about it. And what you're doing is you're actually hesitating right there. You may not really think that you're hesitating. You might just be like, well, I'm giving it some more thought. No, you're not giving it more thought. You're giving more attention to hesitation. Now, if you want to be an action taker, yes, there is time for thinking and there's time to take action. But if you feel like something, like you want to do something, like you just got to go out and do it, just go do it. Just stop thinking about it. Don't worry about it so much and just go do it. And if you do, you'll feel a lot better. You'll feel more free. It'll kind of be like you're more spontaneous. And that is a very attractive characteristic anybody can have. If you ever known anybody that was spontaneous and they always had a good time, you always wanted to be around them. So this is my tip to you: be more spontaneous. Stop letting hesitation in so much. It will stop you from doing the things you want to do. Now, that also has to be tempered with common sense. Now, common sense is a fleeting thing these days. It's unfortunate, really. It's not as common anymore. But that's the important part. You have to balance hesitation and common sense. Because hesitating, you'll think too much about something. But common sense, that'll just be on the spot. You'll just be like, yo, this obviously isn't a good idea. And it's just, that'll be done. Whenever you hesitate, when I talk about hesitation, is you're not making a decision. You're stuck in that middle ground between yes and no. And when you're stuck between that middle ground, you don't make a decision. You just think. You just sit there and think. You think. Take action. Just make a decision, yes or no. Am I going to go through with this or I'm not? As soon as you make a decision, it's not going to plague your mind anymore. Maybe if you hold on to it afterwards, you make a decision, you let it go. If you decide to hold on to the thought, though, you will begin to hesitate about it. You'll begin to question your decision. Best thing I can tell you, trust yourself. Just trust yourself. That's one of the most important things you could do. Trusting yourself goes hand in hand with common sense. Those two work together great. And that about wraps it up for today. So just remember, have caution whenever hesitation comes into play, just because hesitation is going to stop you from doing the things you want to do. But always rely on your gut feeling, the common sense. I said, if you haven't seen day 1, I definitely recommend going back and checking it out if you want to know the number one enemy that is stopping you from getting what you want to get done. And come back for tomorrow's video, because I'm going to be talking about the tool, or actually the exercise that I used to figure out what I wanted to do with myself and how I figured out that I wanted to be a motivational speaker. This one exercise could possibly change the course of your life. So if you're interested, come back for day 3. This has been Chris Beard. Here's to you and your future.